Okay, this is a Heathkit DX 60 and a HG10 VFO back in the early 70s, maybe late 60s era, and they both work pretty good. I am going to test them and you'll get to see them operate. Notice they may not have the original knobs. They are lily white knobs. One thing I want to warn you about, I did sell a DX60 to a very nice gentleman who just did not have the ability to troubleshoot it. Now, when it left here, it operated perfectly. Apparently, when it was shipped, there was some damage abuse by FedEx, and this switch was damaged on that one, not on this one. And when he tried to fix it, he reversed it, and he didn't know that, and let's just say there were problems. I tried to troubleshoot it with him, and he kept saying in the current position it operated. There was nothing in the plate when he went to CW. It was nothing. Actually, there was something. It was the meter was operating backwards. So he sent it back to me for repair, and I did repair it, and I sent it back to him. And for some other reason, yet to be determined, he doesn't have the equipment to troubleshoot it, and he doesn't have the knowledge. And as much as I tried to work with him, it got to be very frustrating. Very nice person, but he just wasn't able to deal with it, and so that was kind of sad. So the reason I mention all this is, please don't buy this. If at some point when you own it you have a problem with it, I've sold many DX40s and DX60s. That was the first person that I had ever had an issue with, but I did have an issue with it, and it was too bad. So I'm just kind of warning you. Know what vintage equipment is. You should have a meter that you can use. His meter kept reading 500 volts in an area that you should have had 150 volts, and it wasn't 500 volts even close in the area. And I think he was picking up RF. The meter was a low quality. He didn't have a scope either. So that was all issues. So let me go on and demonstrate this. I am in the tune position, and we're going to peak up the drive tune, and there we go. I have the VFO position in the VFO position, and let's put it into CW, and we're going to we dip the final, and then we peak it up, and we dip the final again, and we peak it up, and you should be able to see the dummy load. It's lighting it. I'm running it at about 100 mils. So I'm going to put it in the AM position, and I'm going to turn on a receiver, which it's on a dummy load, so I'm not going to interfere with the station that's on there. But I'm going to put the receiver on.
Order up the signal to feed the gate so that.
Okay, now I'll be able to show you it operating on AM, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to shut the receiver off because I don't need it in the background. Okay, and then I'm going to test it on a couple of other bands. By the way, the frequency is pretty well calibrated. I did work on calibrating it, and it seems to be okay. So, I don't know why I'm out of breath, just got up, getting old. I'm going to put it on 40 meters, and I'll bring it down into the 40 meter band. That would be probably a good idea. And it did come out at about 7.2. So let me put this up over here and put this in the tune position, and let's peak it up here, put a little more drive in there, Usually about 2 mils is what I like. And then put this in the play position, turn the loading to 0, and then we'll put it in the CW position and dip the final. Okay, and then we bring it up and we dip it a little more, and we bring it up and we dip a little more and we bring it up. We're using a light bulb, so you don't get a very good match with a light bulb. Okay, and it's running about 100 mils. Okay, that's 40 meters. Gonna try 20 meters. With most Heathkits, as you go up in frequency, the output tends to go down. I'm not going to show you the AM, and the no crystals come with it. You can either buy the HG10 or you can buy the DX60, or you can buy both. I would prefer to sell them separately, but that's up to you. No crystals come with it. Okay, I said I was going to put it up on 20 meters. I will note that the side, there is some cracking on the sides, which is fairly common with the HD10. There isn't a lot, but there is some. So I want that in full disclosure there. Let's see, let's put this to 20 meters. Put that over to tune. And let's peak up the drive. Whoa, there's a lot of drive there, more than I thought. Okay. Okay, and to show you it's coming from the VFO, I will turn it off, turn the VFO off, and then put it back on. Okay, so now let's put it in the CW position. Let's bring this down to 0, and I'm gonna dip. It's got to go there. Dip the final. This you got to do that fairly quickly, or you overload the 6146. And bring that down. There's a lot of output on 20 meters there. That's probably around 150. That's probably more than I should do it. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm not sure if we get much output on 15, but let's give it a shot. 15 meters. 15 meters. Let me put it into the ham bands. That'd be probably a good idea. Okay, there's a little crack over here. Let's see. Let's peak this up. Okay, there is not a lot of drive. Oh, there it is. There's plenty there. Okay, so let's go. Put this in the CW position. Dip the final. I hope we did the final. There we go. And bring this up. And bring that down. And bring it up. Okay, and we're getting not as much output on this band. Okay, I don't know if the drive level is going to make much difference. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I get a little more output there on that band.